Today we got our special guest, Hun'ed.
Yo, 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 what's goody?
We got his manager in the house.
I'm surprised he was going on with you.
I appreciate you coming on.
Huh?
I said I appreciate you coming through the show.
I can't hear this. I can't hear it.
You can't hear it?
Do I need to hear it?
Nah, you don't need to hear it.
I'm good. You can hear it now?
Yeah, you can hear it.
Oh, no, I'm good. I can
Oh
hear
yeah,
it.
just the volume was down. Technical difficulty, but we back. Now, like I was saying, I appreciate you coming on.
You already?
So you just dropped
I
5.
appreciate you for birthday, brother.
Nah, yeah, you hit me up over the summertime, and I was like, of course, because like I've been listening to you for like a long time.
Word.
So you're like one of the first artists in Jersey I was really listening to when I came back from Virginia.
Word, bro. When was that?
I came back in like 2010, 11.
That's when I came back.
Yeah, so I just moved back up here from Newport News at the time.
Oh, all right.
But so you just dropped 5 strands.
Word.
So I read that you just wanted to give people 5 different flavors, but you chose to go with one producer for the whole album. There's one song where he has an additional person, but for the most part, just Octane the Gas across the board.
Facts.
So what was the decision going into that, and why Octane the Gas? Like, who is he?
That's my bro. No, I mean, hold up. Yeah, take this up from you guys, please.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, that's my bro. He actually just started making beats again. You know what I'm saying? I was actually working on Before the Love too, and he sent me some beats. It's over for that. He sent me some beats, like trying to make a placement, basically. Like, yo, I've been back cooking up. Like, I want you to check something out. So he played me Rich Dreams, which is
The first track.
Yeah. So he plays the beat. I'm at his crib, and I'm like, whoa. So then he sends it to me. When I leave, I had to go to the studio. So I'm like, send me that beat. So he sends me the beat, and then I just did the beat right there. So at first I was going to do like some real rapping. I told him, like, yo, send me some kind of like some hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He sends me that. So I'm like, this is hard though. So then I ended up just doing it, and then I sent it to him, and he was like, this is crazy. Then he sent me Sweet Lady. And then I just was like, you know what? I mean, we might as well just do like a quick little tape, like. So he was like, word, and then next thing you know, it just started cooking up. Like, I got more than that. Like, I was just like 5 that we picked. You know what I'm saying? That we felt was different enough and good enough to come out.
Yeah, I read that you said that you felt this was some of the best music you made to this point in your career.
Nah, facts.
So like, what led up to this point? Because you went away. You dropped the project last year, right?
Yeah.
And then you went away for a little bit.
I had chilled for like a year. I was in a situation. I had a deal, and then last year I had terminated. So it was like once the deal got terminated, I put out Back Trapping, and it was like I just really, you know what I'm saying? My boy, he had to go away for a second. My other boy T-Lo, he was already away. He went away through the whole process of me getting a deal and everything, and he played a major part with everything. T-Lo was like my partner in this whole Let's Roll. So it was like I knew they both was coming home around the same time, and but we was hoping that they both came home around the same time. But they ended up coming home around the same time, and it just like music wasn't really like motivating to me at the time. Like I really, you know what I'm saying? I looked at it like, I'm not just here to put out music no more. I feel like I could like make something happen with it instead of just putting it out. Like, so I was still recording. I just wasn't putting nothing out. And then Instagram was kind of boring to me. You know what I'm saying? It was just, I just kind of stepped back for a minute, and then 5 Strains really was what got me going again. And then when my bros came back, it was like, yo, bro, it's go time. And it's like now we trying to, you know what I'm saying, kick up. And, you know,
take it to the next level.
Yeah.
And you're talking about the deal when you went out to California?
Yeah,
or
I had a deal with Priority Records. It just ain't work out, you know what I'm saying? It was a partner deal, it was a distribution. Ain't no real like bad love or nothing like that. They just, you know what I'm saying, we didn't see eye to eye on certain things, and it just took a little second to get out of it. That's really what it was. And because I wanted Before the Love to come out under them, and I ended up putting it out by myself. But yeah.
So like you said, like now you're saying you want to get back into music, not back into music, but now you're like.
Also, I want to do it the right way. I want to put it out in I feel like I learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? Going through that situation. So with the tools that I got now and the knowledge that I learned, I feel like everything could work.
So were you always rapping? Because I was watching an interview when you came back from being away for a little bit, and you were like, now I'm out, I want to make music and go with this as the path, to make money or your future in your career. So how did you decide like rapping was going to be my path now to fortune or the career you want to choose when you came back?
Once I got, it was like, I'm gonna keep it real. It was one time I was in South Carolina and I seen somebody, was at Bike Week, and somebody was like, yo, I seen you, like you rap. And it was like, it was so mind blowing to me because I was so far away, and I was like, wow. And he was like, yeah, I just seen your video, New Jersey. Like he knew the video and everything, like, and then he was tapping his dudes, like, so I'm like, oh, no, I could like work. And then we went to California for the first time. This was all like 2014, around when Friend of Foe came out, 2015, 2014. It was like 2015, and that's when I really knew, like, and then I really got a check off of Friend of Foe. Like, I put a lot of money into Friend of Foe, like a lot. So for me I seen some money come back. So it was like, that's what really made me a believer. Like when I was able to, I was getting checks at the time instead of getting into, PayPal and all that. But I was, got the checks into my mom's crib. I'm like, I could pay a partner with this. Like, this is crazy. I'm like, I could really do this.
It's like that aha moment.
Yeah, like, so I was like, all right. So that's when I became a believer. And then a year later, I was in California, and that's when everyone else became a believer, I guess.
Yeah, and so like, where did you like inspire your style from? Like your music making process? Like, were you taught? Did it just come to you?
I'm saying, but my process has totally switched since like I first started rapping. Like now I don't even write. Like, so when I make music now, I just go into the studio and just go. And keeping it real, Rich the Kid like taught me that. Like not taught me that, but like I got it from him. Like when we did.
I bought Motorola.
Word, appreciate that. Yeah, no man, that's one of the biggest songs that I got so far. Like it's still, like people still to this day be like, yo, that joint with Rich is crazy. Like, and I be like, it's like 3 years old. Like, you know what I'm saying? But when we did the song, he was in the city. He did the verse, probably, bro, real talk, in 10 minutes. Like, I was so fast. Like, it was so fast. I never seen no one record like that. Like, mind you, I was recording with Crutch for mad long. Like, and he don't write. Like, he been not writing. You know what I'm saying? So I used to be writing. I started writing probably like 2015 because I used to go in there and memorize it. Like, that's what I used to do. I'll memorize it, then go in there and record it. Like, try to get at least 10, 12 bars. But now I just go in there and go. I went in there with studio with Rich, and he was like, it was crazy. It was 152, I remember. It was 152, he went in the booth. 202, he was out the booth rapping the verse. Like, and my boys, while he was doing it, they like, yo, bro, he trying to give you a poop verse. Like, I'm about to rep him, like, it was crazy. So I'm like, nah, chill. So, and then we heard this verse, and it was like, oh. And then I went to Cali like 3 months later and was like, I was just living out there. That's when I moved, and I had the studio equipment with me. So I used to just be up at like 5 in the morning recording, like, myself. So, and then I used to just hear the beat, and he'd be like, my boy would be like, man, just go in, instead of like trying to like just try it. Like, I'll be in the car and a beat will be playing and I'll be playing around. He'd be like, we gotta go record that right now. Like, I'm turning around, we're gonna record that right now, I'm going back home. Like, and then my bro Nino, we was living out there together. So I used to just be recording by myself at the living room, holding the mic just like this. You know what I'm saying? Chopping it up. And now it's like,
Did like being around the California hip hop scene like change you? Like how you look at the music, or even how you rap, or maybe beat selection?
Yeah, 100%. Nah, I definitely did. Because when I went out there, I still wanted to hear bars. Like I used to try to give, like I still try to talk, like give a little people some slick talk. But like now it's more so sound. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like going through that deal opened my eyes to a lot too, because they used to always say like, yo, like nobody want to hear bars right now, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We could push it, but like if you want to go, like you gotta like this would like play the other one. And then like I did the Jersey, like when I played For a Reason off of Before the Love, that was the one, and I'm like, I got better ones, like, you know what I'm saying, with bars, and they're like, nah, bro, this is it, like, do more like this, like, and I started doing more like that, using autotune and stuff, trying to just more so be a vibe and a sound instead of being like, oh, you heard what he said, like, you still get that, but, you know what I'm saying, it changed my whole, like, perspective on music as a whole, I guess, like, for sound and putting it out and trying to be more leaning towards what people want to hear instead of what I want to hear.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Sometimes our ear is not the same. And what we think doesn't sound good, they might love. And what we think sounds good, they don't love. Like, you literally went out there, moved out to California, like, to chase your dream. Like, being an independent artist, you find, like, a lot more sacrifices. Like, what's your hardest thing you've had to deal with being independent? Because you got to fund yourself, right? You got to do your marketing. You got to get people to believe in you.
The hardest part was moving. Because I had my daughter and my girl, so we was, I was away. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was times like, you know what I'm saying, I'd get FaceTimes and stuff like that. That was really the hardest part of the whole process, being away. Because I used to come back like once a month, once every month and a half, like that. You know what I'm saying? So that was hard. And yeah, funding, definitely.
Yeah, being an independent artist is not easy. You pretty much everything's out your pocket.
Everything, bro. So you're gonna find people in your circle that's gonna put in with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got that. That's the main thing, like, people need. Like, that's what be the demise of a lot of people, because they just be like, I'm not about to go broke. I'm not going to keep going broke. They already go broke, so I'm not about to keep going broke over this. Like, and they be like, man, I'm good. I'm not just going to get a job.
Yeah, you could be like an inch or two away, never even know. But because of that fear. But you showed no fear when you just jumped up, you moved out there, even with your family. So then, was that what played your part in coming back? Was the family, or was it the deal not working out?
A little bit of both. It was because, like, it's expensive out there, man. Like, yeah, I'm gonna keep it
And we're in
real.
Jersey saying that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy. Like, don't get me wrong, I came back and I'm like, oh, I could do that. Too bad. Let me get that. Like, I was like, no. But yeah, like that played a major part going through the process with the deal, getting terminated. And, you know, I just looked at it like I could come back, and then, you know, I was away from not only just my immediate family, but like my label, you know what I'm saying? Like, the other artists I deal with. I mean, I was away from Jersey.
Yeah, speaking of artists, you don't really get that many features. You didn't have none on 5 Strands. You had a couple on the album before that. But like, looking back at your catalog, besides obviously the Boys in the Hood, you pretty much just rap by yourself. Maybe you have a couple people here and there.
Yeah, I like, I'm saying I deal with, I do got features, but yeah, not that many. Like, it usually be people on my label. You know what I'm saying? Like on 5 Strands I had 2, but Brills was on the hook. He's under the label, and then I had Hero God. I don't know if you know who he is. He's from Jersey.
Sure.
Yeah, he's from out here. He's dope. He lives down south now. He's pretty dope.
There's so many artists to try to keep up with.
Nah, word, bro. Trust me.
Especially in Jersey.
Trust me.
Yeah, it's like hard. And when did you link up with your manager? Was this before, or was this?
I'm saying he's from my town. Like, we're both from the same town. He's younger. You know what I'm saying? But he's a promoter, party promoter. Started like that. You know what I'm saying? He was throwing parties. He used to be. I mean, he was one of them janky promoters. That's exactly what he was. But I could get janky.
I was a janky promoter? Oh, man, I'm glad I got off live for that one.
He's sitting up all the stuff like, no, what you heard was not true.
That is not
But nah, he was throwing parties, like, and you know, throwing parties is just like putting out music. Like, you might only have like 30 plays on the first one. I should be the same way, like 30 people popping up. Like, you know what I'm saying? We still pulling up though, cause it's bro. You know what I'm saying? From the same town.
That story deep right
like,
there.
Man, we still pulling up. You know what I mean? Popping bottles still. Like, man, we here. We're gonna turn up anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know what I mean? The relationship really built from there. You know what I'm saying? And then I seen it. So I looked at it like I was brought somebody gave me an opportunity to. It was Prev, actually. I don't know if he was at Club All Stars in Elizabeth. This is where it really like cracked off. I had a party, friend of foe, the album release, and we was trying to do it at All Stars. Prev was like, yeah, I got you. So
719.
I mean, this is the he remember this day, boy.
He believed.
Were you managing him at this point yet?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
But you could see, like, he's my manager, but at the end, it's still my bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even before, he just became like, I guess the title of
the
manager,
official.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, so it was the party. He was like, yo, we trying to, I mean, like I said, I put a lot of money into Front of Foe. You know what I'm saying? So we booking DJs, we had DJ Clue, DJ Envy, and then I'm just like, yo, let's get little bro on the, you know what I mean, on the bill and just have him push it and just let everything rock. You know what I mean? Look like it's him booking me, throwing me the party.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, it looked like he did everything, and it looked like I just got booked like as a real,
of course,
artist type thing.
And now they gotta look to him to go to you.
Exactly.
It's all about what it looks like.
You know what I'm saying? The party was ridiculous. Like, you know what I'm saying? Over 1,000 people. It was like crazy in there. I know for a fact.
It's not that big in there either, right?
Yeah, because it only hold what, 7? Yeah, it was huge.
It was
also legally hold 850.
Oh, okay. I'm used to like the barcodes and lobbies where you see thousands, so when I think All Star's like a little bit smaller. Well, 700, 800 people is still a lot of people.
Yeah. That night we went over the capacity. We put like 1,100.
Yeah, it was like 11.
Yeah,
it was crazy,
all the fire
bro.
codes going off.
It was crazy.
I was supposed to be there.
You definitely weren't.
They kept you outside. They're like, nah, we're full now.
He came right after that. Though.
I came right after.
Literally,
okay.
literally probably like 2 months. I knew him for a minute too. This is my bro. FMM. It's good, bro. You already. Yeah. So the party was crazy, and then
too crazy.
He just ended up linking with the Prev, with the owner of the club, and then
put him in position.
Just put him in position to where, you know what I'm saying, now, you know, he's like, man, anything that come my way, bro, you know what I mean? Next thing you know, he got Lil Durk coming. Who you think he putting on there with Durk? You get what I'm saying? So then he got G Herbo coming. Who you think?
Yeah,
so
everything
like
connects.
you know what I'm saying? So
But that was like 2013?
No, that was 2013. No, that was 2015. 2015.
I remember that. I remember when that was.
With Lil Durk?
Yeah.
That party was nuts.
Man, that put me out there, like all the way out there.
You know what I'm saying? Now he's like one of the top promoters. Like,
nah, I ain't gonna say all that.
Nah, I'm gonna say it. Like, I know for a fact. I know what's going on.
You gotta,
you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, he, you know what I'm saying? He too busy took it and ran with it. You know what I'm saying? Like he was supposed to do.
Yeah, so
like,
you put him in position, but he took it. He didn't just like stand there.
Yeah, like it ain't like it's like I can put you at the table, bro. Now it's like you gotta do what you know what I'm saying? You gotta order your food, you gotta do all that yourself, but you're here.
And he ran with it, so.
Yeah, and he making it, and you know he had to go do what he had to do. You know what I mean? He did his thing, and now he's back out, and you know what I'm saying? Now it's time to like, you know what I'm saying? He's more so like on some now like now we gotta really buckle in on you. Like on me,
yeah, lock in.
You know what I'm saying? Like really feel like we could make something really shape with, you know what I'm saying, to make everything intertwine and make sense.
How's the reception been of 5 Strands so far?
Great. Everybody that's, you know what I mean, everybody that I didn't heard people that I don't even know. Like now I know it's really, and I ain't even really go hard, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. I really just put it out because I was just like, yo, it was just time for me to put some music out. You know what I'm saying? And if you gonna listen to it, you listen to it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really put no real investment in it because I looked at it like I just wanted to see if people really thought I still put out. You know what I'm saying? Good.
It's smart. Like you said, you put out 5 different types of songs. So even if you were to use it from a marketing or management research, you see which songs are hitting and what people are really vibing to with you. Like which strain of you do they want?
Exactly.
So I thought that was pretty dope. I mean,
you know, that's exactly what we was trying to get with that. And I mean, my boy Octane, he just had a lot to do with just the sound. He did the engineering on it.
Yeah, I saw his name across on Spotify when you click on produced it. It said his name across the board. I think Hollywood.
Bangers,
he was on the second track, I believe. With
that's
him.
my little bro. He's I actually met him in Cali. He's I'm trying to do a project with him too. He got a lot of industry credits, like little bro. And then he was signed with Kevin Gates on BWA when I met him. I don't know if they still in the situation, but Lil Bro got some joints.
So you like to keep everything within your circle.
Facts.
Like you
it's
feel
like once I'm dealing with you, I like to like, all right, come on, bro, like let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Not like hog you, but like kind of hog you.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like yo, bro.
Like we work well together. We got chemistry.
Yeah. Like he just a little far, like, but he'll pull up. Like he live upstate right now. I think he's going to school. He young.
Octane?
Nah, Hollywood.
Oh, Hollywood. Is Octane from Scottsdale?
No, he's from out here. Yeah, he's from Scotch Plains, I think.
Somewhere around here.
Yeah, something around that area. Yeah, but bro, Yeah, he go. He make his beats right in front of me. Like we just cook up. We blow, and then we blow like crazy, and then we just cook up.
So what strain were you blowing to for the album?
West Coast Pure. It was probably some Oscar, Gelato. Really good.
You had everything going around.
Man,
It was more than 5?
Oh, I definitely had more than 5. I was probably about 30.
So what are you working on now? What's like the next move now that you dropped this project?
I'm gonna definitely probably drop probably a couple songs, like a single or two. But I'm working on Before the Love 2. After the Hate, that's what I was gonna call it. Before the Love 2, After the Hate. It's my drop an album. I'm trying to drop it in hopefully end of this year, top of next year, latest. And just push streets, get the streets back in effect. Like we one of them squads like that try to put the real groundwork in, like paint the whole city. Let's roll. Like that's how we try to.
That's what I was gonna ask you about. Cause you probably been asked that before, because you had the Billboard up a few years ago.
Yeah.
So what happened with that? It was just taken down? Like, was it somebody that didn't fuck with, didn't like you? I'm not even supposed. I actually
No, that's okay.
It's like
I'm
they were
saying it's all good.
we reverse roles. Like, was it someone that just didn't mess with you? Was it just the city?
Basically, I don't know, bro. Like it was only up for a day that when it happened. Then they put it back up. But you know what I'm saying, bro? Like I'm where it was at. Right.
I mean, that was no one else was really doing that. Now, Crutch did with Loco, but you were the first one I really seen, like not local, but independent artist from the area that really had the Billboard out there.
That's what I'm saying. I remember when me and T, we used to talk about it for like 2 years. We talked about it for 2 years straight before we got it. Like he had the numbers on that for about a year, and I remember I just hit him one day and I was like, I got it, and he was like, where? I'm like, I got it right now. Just send me the invoice. Like, I'm going to pay for it right now. And he was like, word? I'm like, yeah, it's on. So, he sent that over. We got it up. You know what I'm saying? I remember I woke up. It was like 6:30. My homie hit me. Cuz, it's up there. It's on 7th. Like, I just rolled by. Bent just called me. He seen
I know that moment, that feeling.
I'm getting out the bed. I'm rush. I'm hurrying up just to go over there. I get up. I'll make my little video next to it, promo. So I'm telling everybody go pull up.
Yeah.
Wake up the next morning, and it's just somebody same morning, same thing. The homie hit me. Yo, just a whole nother. It was a whole nother vibe on the phone. Yo. Somebody burnt the Billboard down.
Oh, they burnt it down.
Word.
I thought they just ripped it down.
No,
So
it
they
was
burnt it.
bro.
Wow.
Word up. Like somebody really hated the kid.
That's in a 24-hour period too.
That's a Forward 85.
That's lit though. That's lit.
It hit Channel 12.
I mean, but
That's what I'm saying.
is that good marketing and PR for you?
Yo,
Because
keeping it all the way.
You said it was on the news.
What's messing with this though? The Billboard people thought I did it on some like you trying to, you know what I'm saying, use it as marketing.
PR,
I'm
yeah.
like, I would do that the first day though. Like at least I would wait.
yeah, let it rock for a week, get some photos in, get some videos.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I just got off parole. Like, why would I say Forward? I'm bunky. Annandale had that arson. I know what's going on. Like, so I'm like, man, I'm not. So, and I've been up. I was climbing it. Somebody was crazy. Either they'd had Mazel Tov or something. I don't know what they had, bro. But they.
It had to be a team effort.
Yeah, it was. Definitely. Somebody, cause I needed help to get up there. It was 2 people. It definitely was. But I was from the other side of Piscataway. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, Piscataway ain't crazy. But it's a lot of people that move into Piscataway from crazy areas. That's really what it be. That's what Piscataway is. A bunch of people that think they made it out the hood. That's type of families that's out there. So, and then you got the rest. But I'm from a whole other side. And growing up, I guess you could say we used to go at it with those sides, like our side and that side. You know what I'm saying? So people might have thought that I was being funny putting it there, but that was the only available area.
Yeah, you gotta go where it's open.
Yeah,
In the town.
like that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, I looked at it like, and then the news came and it just blew up even more. You know what I'm saying? So I just looked at it like, then the people, I'm like, they're gonna put it back up anyway. And they ended up leaving it actually for an extra 2 months. So.
Oh, they left it up your side out there for
Word.
Oh, okay, so it worked out.
Yeah, it worked out.
You got on the news, you got 2 extra months.
Crazy. So, I just did, whoever did it, thank you.
In the end, you came out on top of that situation. So then what's your big marketing plan for this one? You're just pushing it through radio, DJ,
Yeah, I don't want to give it
Instagram?
all. Like, I can't
Yeah,
get a whole
okay.
blueprint, but I mean, yeah, though. I'm just gonna I'm more so just focused on the groundwork again. That's what I'm really trying to do. Like, I don't want to say billboards, but you know what I'm saying. I guess you could say that. I'm trying to just like I'm on street team type promotion, like marketing. Like I want, you know what I'm saying. Like when you go to the store, you gonna see flyers in there and a poster, or you gonna see a kid coming out of there with a shirt on that say 400 or Let's Roll or or Before the Love or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever Let's Roll is pushing, that's what I'm trying to just paint the whole area from my area to up and down, and then you know what I'm saying. Basically go back how we used to do. When I dropped from the 4, we went on a whole mini tour. We stopped in DC. North Carolina, 2 stops in North Carolina. We did Raleigh and Charlotte. We did Atlanta. We did Miami. We did New York, PA. So it was like I'm trying to do that again, basically.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like people are back that. You know what I'm saying? It's sad to say it like that, but you know what I'm saying. People are back that were needed, that I needed. Doing a lot, like
So it's like you're back in full strength now.
You know what I'm saying? Like I had like T-Loc is really somebody like that I needed when I had my deal, and I didn't. So I look at it like if I was able to get it done without him, I know we can get it done with him just as quick or faster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And maybe even be in a better situation. You know what I'm saying? So,
And Let's Roll, you create that as a label, or
yeah.
and who's a part of that? Is it just people from Piscataway?
Piscataway, Plainfield, New Brunswick. It's like Piscataway's like right in the middle between Plainfield and New Brunswick.
Yeah.
So we got people from New Brunswick and people from Plainfield and Piscataway, obviously. But we got me. I'm as an artist, it's me, SP, Brills, Lonnie, C's, Prezi, and Rel.
Yeah, deep lineup.
Yeah, we got 3 singers, 3 rappers.
And what made you decide to start your own?
Really just I looked like why not? It was I just came home. It was 2010. This was my first studio session, real live studio session, like in an actual studio with a booth. Cause when I first came home, my brother had a barbershop and he had a studio in the back of the barbershop, like just 2 KRKs, Pro Tools, iMac, mic stand, mic, headphones. Like so, it was no booth, nothing. Like so, we just and it's an old mic. I mean, so that's what I recorded that. I'm home, so I'm on. Like, so you can tell the quality difference. So it was my first time in an actual real studio. And I remember we was just sipping and we just was like, we gotta come up with something. Like, we gotta come up with something. Like, we can't just, I mean, everybody else got something. We gotta come up with something. So, and cause we all really grew up together. Like, in some way, shape, or form, we all knew each other somehow. Like he know all my homies' little sisters and brothers. Like we know his older brother. Like you know what I'm saying. Like so it's still. I mean like Brills, his sister is my homie's. I mean girl. Like I remember when my homie introduced me to him. He sings. He's on Sweet Lady. He was just like, yo, my girl, little brother, sing. And I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, bro, he nice. And I remember he introduced him to me. And then Jelani, he's a singer. It's SP's little cousin. SP is from the same, he lived right across the street from me. Since I was 6 years old, I knew SP. He's a rapper. C's, same way. He's from around the corner. School Street, my best friend since kindergarten. Prezi, he did a lot of time. But him and Dre is my right-hand man. We grew up since 9th grade together. And him and Dre are like this. So it's like everybody, you know what I'm saying? No, it's like a real tight circle within a tight circle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like everybody got their own separate bonds and connections, but when it's all time and said and done, like we all, you know what I'm saying, move as one. And when we move as one, it's like crazy. And people see real results. That's what I be trying to get people to understand. Like you really need, people say it all the time, like, oh, I don't need nobody, I can do it. Like I'm just doing it myself. Like you need people behind you with this. Like
100%.
Like you need people to tell they people's like, yo, stream my mans. Like I got homies that straight taking your phone, like add it to library, like go listen to that on your ride home. Like
Yeah, no artist just makes it on their own. Like you said,
Facts,
it's a
bro.
strong sign. So when you hear I'm home, Like and you hear what you sound like now, it's just like the progression and you see the changes and everything. That's why I kind of like to always like play one of the older songs.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a bring back moment. It's like
That
you
was
can
the
see how
third
far.
song I did.
Yeah, that was
I wrote that in Annandale. I remember that. It's crazy.
But nah. So we're gonna wrap it up. I appreciate you coming on here, Hun'ed. You
Thanks,
could
bro.
drop all your information so people find you. Your
Alright,
album.
man. Hun'ed, FOEHUNED. I mean, 5 strains available on all streaming platforms. Go cop that. Before the Love 2, After the Hate is on the way. Now, you never know, 5 more strains might be on the way. Let's Roll Records, follow it. I mean, the whole label, isyourrolling.com, official website. You know what's going on.
And we appreciate you. And after this, you could catch me on the beat at Monday in Savannah's. That's not Roselle, that's Linden. My man Crutch is gonna be performing. I think Gene Perlin. There's gonna be. Man, every time you hear that, I'm like, okay, Crutch is coming. We're gonna play Bounce Back. You wanna lead into it?
Word, man. We're gonna go on the Bounce Back featuring my boy Hero God, man. It's one of them things produced by Octane. It's that gas.